Hey Tamara, it's Mike White. So I already edited my copies of your images. So you have the original, you can open them up, but I don't have the original anymore. We have it online, so we can go find it again. But I just opened the file back up that I edited on my computer, and I'm just gonna show you a couple quick things. So one thing is to do the document properties. So it's Shift Control D is the shortcut. You hold Control and then Shift and then D, that's what I do. And if you look at this, you know, we've got this like scale. I'm not real sure about that. I usually look at this stuff in pixels, okay? So, you know, the inches display is a little bit confusing to me. I like to think in pixels, you know, it just seems to square things up. I said I'd make you a quick video, and I'm trying to keep it quick. Let me see if I can upload this to the layout designers. Let's go there. 3file.com, and let's go to DTF. And if I open up the layout designer and I just choose an image, and I'm going to pick this one, you see how it's coming on the stage, and it thinks it's 6.7 by 7.4. So the layout designer is really smart, but it does, you know, it's not perfect, of course. And if you look at this, let's just close that. Let me open this back up. If you look at one of these, we'll go back to our document properties, close the wrong one, and we look at it in pixels, it's set to 20, 21, and 2236. So, and I think that's a little bit, that's part of the problem. It's one of the issues. I don't know that that's what caused our problem, but you know, the layout designer thinks it's only 6.7 inches wide because it's based on these pixel dimensions that are set in Inkscape. So since we're trying to do a 22 by 24, let's just pull that up. And we want to come in here, and you can usually scale things in the layout designer. I've never seen this not work. It's literally the first time. I have no idea why. But if we set this to, let's see, we want to do 22 by 24, so it's always 22 wide. It's not 22 high. You do 22 times 300, so you've got 6,600 pixels wide. And then if you want it 24 times 300, you get 7,200. Okay, so we're just going to set this to 6,600 and see what happens down here. I think I needed to link those before I did that. So I'm just going to X out of that. Oops. I've also trimmed it. So I hit Control-Shift-R at some point. I'm going to revert this. Let's do File Revert. Do we have that? Yeah, Revert. Okay. Yes. Let's just go back to what it was. Okay. Control-Shift-D. Awesome. Let's link those dimensions. And I'm going to change this to PX. And I'm going to say width. This is on the document properties. This is the Control-Shift-D to open that, or File Document Properties, 6,600. And it changed to 7,300, which is okay. It's not perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to make it perfect. I mean, of course, that just depends on how you want your design to be. I hope I'm making sense. 7,200, let's set that there. Okay, so that's done. And then I'm gonna close this. And I'm using the minus key to zoom out. And I'm just gonna select everything. And I'm gonna lock the properties. You know, in the document properties, you can also set the display units. I like to keep these on pixels. It just keeps me straight, you know? So let's do that. And now I've got this set to pixels, and I'm just gonna make this 6,600 and see where this takes me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. And so that's a little too big. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this to 7,200 and let that still be locked, and that'll just get it the maximum size for that canvas. Okay, and then, you know, the last tip I want to show you is, you know, say you do have an SVG, you always really want to crop it here. So I'm just going to pull this in. Not that that's really what we want to do with this design, but if you have an SVG and you've been, you know, playing, having fun doing your design, and then you just hit Control R. Oops, Control-Shift-R, sorry. Control R apparently makes the rulers pop on or off. That's nice. I just learned that. But Control Shift R trims. I don't know if there's a way to find that in the menu. Edits. I don't know that there's a way to find that in the menu. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's probably in the document properties as well. Yeah, it's under the view box, maybe. I don't see it. Resize to content. There it is. So that would also work. So you can also just, you know, if you've got an SVG and you've got white space around, you can do File, Document Properties, and click Resize to Content. As long as you've got that selected, or if you have nothing selected. So if you have multiple things on the page and you just have one thing selected and you click that, it'll resize around what you have selected. Hey, I hope this was not boring and that it actually helped. Thanks for being a 143 customer. Have a great day.